And yeah, we're gonna resume Patricia, our level 13 Warlock. While I munch on this Pop-Tart. Actually, I guess it's... So Pop-Tarts come packaged in two. If you say you're gonna have a Pop-Tart, are you eating the whole package of 2 Pop-Tarts? Or are you eating just one? It's kind of like pants, right? Like, you don't say, I'm gonna put on a pant. But with Pop-Tarts, you do say, like, I'm gonna have a Pop-Tart, and that might mean the whole package. Not the whole box, but I mean, like, the 2 that are wrapped together. Wait. I do want to do a tower run. Hi, hello. Gotta remember all the abilities that we were using now. I mean, we don't really get much experience for actually killing dudes, but... You enjoy a popcorn every now and then. But see, like, does that mean, like... But see, popcorn's a little bit different. Because you would say... If you were talking about an individual unit of popcorn, right? Typically, you would say a piece of popcorn. Or you would say, like, if you eat it one bit at a time, you would say, like, I eat popcorn one piece at a time, right? You wouldn't be like, I eat one popcorn at a time. You would say it's a piece of popcorn. But you don't call a Pop-Tart like a piece of Pop-Tart, because a Pop-Tart is a whole Pop-Tart. But it is a piece, though, because you can think of the popcorn as like the whole corn, right? If anybody takes an individual kernel of popcorn, or of corn, and pops that single kernel, and then eats it, and calls that eating popcorn, they are a psychopath, and you need to run for your life. Like, they need to be put on a list or something if they're doing that. Oops. Ah, wrong ability. I didn't even summon our Tainted. Well, that's a little bit different. You didn't just pop the single popcorn, right? Like, you didn't pop only one singular popcorn with the intent of eating it. You just took one single piece of popcorn off of somebody that was actively eating popcorn. I don't know, I'm a bit of a popcorn fiend. I love popcorn, and honestly, like, if you get like a stovetop popcorn popper, you use like Orville Redenbacher oil, like popping oil, pop it in, and you can get this on Amazon. You use the seasoning, like salt seasoning that movie theaters use, called Flavacol. It's some of the best popcorn that you will have. And I used to work at a movie theater when I was a lot younger, and one of my favorite things was getting to pop the popcorn, because like sometimes I would pop some of the popcorn with more Flavacol than we were told to use, because I was intending to eat some of them. That stuff was good, man. Movie theater popcorn is just really good because of Flavacol. So basically, if you pop popcorn using Flavacol, you are going to have a good time. Like, it's just so good. I need to get a new, that's not hotkeys. I need to get a new, stovetop popcorn. popper. The problem is like the one that I had, it's tricky to clean after using it, right? So like, same I guess for now. You know, I just thought it like tainteds in as enemies are usually more like lightning. They shoot lightning balls, not fire. Why is this dude shooting fire and has fire resistance? That's not what tainted do. I didn't think about that when we were playing the other day.
I am overburdened.
Overburdened, chat.
I need a key.
Up the small trap. 6 poison damage.
Simple cages for simple minds.
Oh. Impact just right there. I'm not checking like the audio level of the game versus myself, which looking at that looks like it's okay.
I am overburdened.
Out. Not that that's like more slots, but it is a type of item above what we have right now. I do wish it was like maybe a little bit more obvious when the hex is applied and not applied. Like the coloration around the axe is somewhat obvious, but at the same time it's really easy to miss when it goes away. But I guess that's like sort of similar to enchant. But I feel like enchant is a little easier to see. I don't know. It's a big hunt. Sure what we call it. Is that better than that?
I'll put that to good use.
Yes, it
I'll put
is.
that to
See?
good use.
Jail level 2. Wait. There's a waypoint in jail level 1. I want to find that. Because it's jail level 2, then 3, and then there's a waypoint at the cloister, I believe. Unless I'm misremembering my waypoints. I'm not. Okay. So that's outer, has a waypoint, then there's barracks. And then there's jail 1, which has a waypoint, and then you got tomb and 3, and then inner cloister, which has a waypoint. And then you've got cathedral, And then the catacombs, where there's a waypoint on level 2, and you've got Ondariel on level 4. Oh, there's gold enchanted. Yeah, that needs to be gold enchanted. Yeah, it's got this. Yeah.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Skull cap. Oh. Just objectively better. First they positioned themselves so my cleave wasn't hitting multiple of them. Excuse me. Hey, Wichita. This is not AI. We are playing games today. What is this? A game to you? Warlock magics are no game. See, Cain thought of Tristram as a game, and that's why we have the whole mess of Diablo 2. He had just told the warrior, don't shove the shiny red rock in your forehead.
I am overburdened.
We wouldn't be here. We would not have needed to become the Warlock and master demonic magics. Yeah, this is the new expansion. Which is interesting. I've seen a wide gambit of opinions from people calling it a cash grab to not worth 25 bucks and stuff like that. Like, and I get it. Like, people are, you know, this is a thing that is an opinion, right? So, like, it is fair for people to feel like it's not worth that much of their money and such. But it's just, it's funny to see people talking about it. Like, this is the way that I think you do this sort of thing. Like, to add a character to a game, like Diablo 2. Like, if they just slapped it in for free, like, that would feel a little weird to me in a way. I don't know. It's the first one MWG was talking about it, like, oh, they're gonna be, like, you know, it's gonna be a new character or whatever. I'm like, why? Like, the game doesn't need that. Like, it just feels weird. But somehow, yeah, our first non-magical tome that we've found. That's kind of neat. And it's better than what we were using. Old Book of Self-Repair. Oh, it's a tome too, not an old book. Okay. But yeah, like, doing it, suddenly they call it like a DLC or expansion or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, this is fun, shit. So maybe that's just a weird inconsistency in my own head. I don't know, but I'm having fun. How's it valuing the character and some QOL more than the remake itself? Like what the way that I'm feeling about it, or you mean like what Blizzard did? Because actually, I don't know how much the remake costs now. Because I bought the remake, like I pre-ordered it, right? So like I don't even remember how much I paid for it, honestly, because it's just old enough now that like I don't remember that purchase. Oh, I thought I had another healing potion in my belt. way they priced it on Steam, the remake plus Warlock is $40. On Blizz, the Warlock alone is 25, meaning Blizz feels the remake is only really worth 15. Well, how much is the remake by itself? Because I don't know that that logic necessarily carries, because a lot of the times developers will bundle, or will make things a little bit cheaper overall when they bundle things.
I can't carry anymore.
Steam does that quite often. And I've never heard somebody say, well, that means Steam actually thinks that this thing is, or, you know, the developer on Steam that put this bundle together actually thinks this thing is worth less money.
I can't carry anymore.
Now, you could say maybe that they are turning the remake itself into a loss leader, right? They're getting folks to purchase the expansion by making the main game a little bit cheaper.
I'll put that to good use.
Sell for more than the gemmed bow. I trapped myself in there somehow.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
You know what? Well, the first night when we were playing, like, the Warlock
Carry anymore.
kind of felt a little bit stiff in some ways to me, and like a floating weapon and the attack animation seemed a little odd to me. Playing it today, I'm not even thinking about that. It just seems fine. But then again, maybe it's just more the cleave animation that I'm getting used to, and not like I saw the normal attack again, I'd be like, this feels weird. Oh, do they only sell it? Like even through the Battle.net app, you can't buy Diablo 2 Resurrected without getting the Warlock pack? That's a little weird. I don't know that I necessarily feel bad about that. That is interesting.
I am overburdened.
I mean, I guess I don't feel as bad about that because, like, you can still play, like, original classic characters, etc. So it's not like that way of playing. I got rid of. I just needed 4 slots for the long staff. It's ethereal too. Alright, well fuck it. Bring access, get back in my inventory. We got potions here to pick up.
I can't carry anymore.
It's all light. It was probably like $40. I guess in a way then they are kind of like looking at this is the game now, right? But obviously I find it interesting as well, the take that like Blizzard shouldn't charge anything for this. Oh, it's just a character and some QOL improvements that fans have been asking for forever. PD2 already did it and stuff. It's like you can't satisfy people sometimes, man. People are like, you know, oh, we want this in the game. Modders do it because it's like this is something that players want. And then the devs finally do it and they're like, well, mods already do it. It's like, but mods do it because you wanted it in the game because you The devs put it in the game, and now it's like, haha, Simpsons did it already. What? How does that make sense? But also, like, I get QOL stuff alone being charged for may be annoying, but like somebody, a developer, right? Like somebody had to sit down and type code, and somebody had to design the model for the Warlock and the animations and everything. Like people had to spend their time to produce this, and yeah, you're paying a company and not an individual. But that company had to pay the individuals that did the things. Maybe $25, you could argue, is more than they should charge for this. I guess I can get that, but yeah, that's right. They also put the non remake version on Steam, didn't they? I also find it very interesting, and I've talked about this before, how resistant to price increases people are when it comes to video games. And I feel like that is misplaced anger. Like, in the way that, what I mean by that is, like, you know, money's tight, so you don't want to spend more on video games, and I get that. It's perfectly reasonable, it makes sense. But money is tight partially because, like, inflation is a very thing, right? Inflation is a very real thing. So, like, a game being worth $50 back in the Super Nintendo days is not the same as a game being worth $50 today. So, they are selling you a product at less value because of just the inherent nature of inflation. But there's where I think the real problem is the stagnation of wages. Like, people should be getting paid a lot more, so that way a video game costing $80 feels the same as a video game costing $50 back in the day. But it doesn't, because our pay has not gone up. So everybody gets mad at developers for trying to charge what probably is the real value of their labor in producing a game, to a degree. Though obviously there's corporate greed and such. I'm simplifying a little bit. But, like, it's funny because companies kind of are the ones that are behind stagnating wages, right? So it's like they stagnate wages, but then want to charge what the actual value of the product should be, quote unquote. I'm talking very loosely here. And then are surprised Pikachu face when there's pushback, because it's like, where, you know, like, people don't want to pay that much because they're not getting paid more themselves.
I am overburdened.
I mean, maybe, like, I guess not every developer is in charge of the distribution of their game. Or I guess because Blizzard kind of does both for themselves, that I kind of conflate the two. Yeah, Silksong only charged like $20. They probably should charge more for it. But I get why they wouldn't. Unless they just truly feel like that Silksong is only worth that much, right? Right, I didn't know. So, good recovery, I'll take that. I don't know, that's just me kind of like ranting and some things. Entertainment books, maybe? I actually don't really know the price of books these days, but I imagine it's probably, depending on the book, around the same or less than video games.
I am overburdened. It's locked.
I would say you could probably, like, spend less money at a casino on slot machines, which are sort of like video games, but you get less time for your money with a Summon Tainted and Demonic Mastery. Okay, I'll take that.
I am overburdened.
So, I mean, if you find it entertaining, I was gonna say piracy can be fun as long as you don't get caught. And that's free until you get caught, right? Hey, that was Vision 2020. It's right now nice. I'm glad that surgery went really well for your dad. I've thought about getting corrective surgery for my eyes as well, because I'm very or I have stigmatism. I said autism. That's not the right word. That starts with an A. Yeah, I have really bad astigmatism, and so I've just. That's alright. Bunch of potions dropped. I've thought about getting corrective surgery so I don't need glasses anymore, but I'm just so used to wearing glasses too. Like, it doesn't bother me. My brain just wanted to go to the wrong A word. I mean, I might have that too. I don't know. No, I have no official diagnosis or anything, but I don't remember this, but Rhonda said when we first met, she asked me if I was autistic. So, what's up? We know what? She said we know our own kind. So I very well might be. But I am pretty certain that I have ADHD, so... Again, I don't have a diagnosis, but I more than likely have it. I have sought out trying to see if I could get a diagnosis for ADHD. But, like, it's very hard as an adult to find somebody that will diagnose adults. Or, like, test adults, I should say, not just, like, doctor shopping for someone that will just be like, yeah, you have it. You know what I mean? But, like, actually testing you for it. It's hard to find. I think you have to have a psychiatrist, actually, diagnose you with it. And so it's really hard to find someone who will do that for adults. I mean, it might just be the area that I live in as well. It's tough to find one, but I've heard that as well, that it's kind of just tricky to find. I want to carry this. Just don't have space right now. I have no room. Chat, we gotta kill on our first crude tome. Is it crude because it's filled with swear words? It's a rude and crude book. Just gonna pop dudes. Or he's kind of full of them. That frost never come from me, or what I killed? Because why didn't I hit? Okay. Whatever, let's go fight on Daryl. First, a word from these dark shamans. Or dark ones and dark shamans. Yep. Hello? She's scared. Oh, we didn't even get the animation because she exploded in frost.
Maiden's anguish waned as he moved over a charred corpse.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
Actually, something kind of funny. I didn't know for the longest time that I had astigmatism until I was getting my eyes checked one time. And the doctor mentioned it. And, like, I was getting, like, checked for new glasses, right? And, he's like, you know, you have really bad astigmatism? I'm like, what? No. And then he showed me the same strength lens without correcting for my astigmatism, and everything was just blurry. It was as if I weren't even wearing glasses. So I don't even think I'm all that nearsighted. I think I'm mostly astigmatism.
The caravan is prepared. We may now
With, like, a little bit of nearsightedness.
go lane.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, The dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother.
Meaning a Pop-Tart.
We set out with the dawn.
Brown sugar Pop-Tart.
The next
That I
morning, we walked
did
over
not
the
toast and
field
put butter on,
blood
unfortunately. I should have.
lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
I'm also kind of bouncing around a little bit because I have some music playing on my headset. I can't play it over stream because DMCA.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Lut Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the
Kind of
dead
watching that
rising
Tainted
from
just
their
run
tombs
around.
and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my
So I guess
city is
Blazing
safe.
Jack, like, that could... I mean, I was eating a Pop-Tart and not talking when you said that, but at the same time, I don't
Go
know
see
if
her
you could
immediately.
hear me now
You'll
while I
find her
am
on the other
talking.
side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
Message on the ground that enrages those who enter and attack one another. That lists max demon assistant. I wonder what level you have to get it to increase the number of demons you can have.
Good day.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Oh yeah, it's like red background. It needs to be identified. I do like faster hit. Resist is kind of nice, but
I'll put that to good
I give it
use.
to the mercenary.
Good day.
You need that +1. Stock rating is kind of eh. I do like the stacking of potions too. Biggest surprise for Warlock was the 3 hit point per level from Vitality. I think MWG had mentioned that on release day, and hold on a second. Bless me. I meant to mute. I muted, but then my sneeze also moved my arm such that I unmuted. Sorry for sneezing in y'all's ears. I tried to mute. But yeah, MWG had mentioned the 3 HP per level from Vitality. He said, oh, that's probably why, or something like that, but he didn't actually elaborate, so I don't know what his thinking was there. But yeah, you get 3 life per Vitality. I have not paid attention to how much mana you get per energy, because I don't think I put anything in energy. I've only pumped strength. Like, the thing is, I haven't even pumped dex for attack rating, because a lot of the abilities, like while I'm mainly doing physicals, Levitation Mastery increases your attack rating, and so does Cleave. So it's kind of like, I don't really need to pump dex for that, though I might need to pump dex for actually
How do I know I can
using
trust
weapons
you?
eventually.
You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. And if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course.
The thing is, this is a fast attack. Next two-handed axes are normal attack speed. But ooh, that could be nice. Could deal some nice damage. I mean, I could also switch over to flails. It would be cool if you could levitate, like if you could dual wield like a barbarian, but like be levitating like two-handed weapons. That would be kind of funny. But +1 mana after each kill is rather nice, but eventually this damage is going to not scale anymore. So like this looks nice damage-wise. I guess I could just chug more. I'm gonna buy that for now. Toss that into our stash. But yeah, one change that base Resurrected got, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it is only with the Warlock purchase. But I created an old expansion character just to test, and you don't have your shared tabs. You get this little pagification thing in your shared stash.
I don't expect this of you.
But I don't know if that's like if you owned Diablo 2 Resurrected and didn't buy the Warlock thing, if you get that. Now that I think about it, that might not be the case.
Creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drogman, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade.
You sell daggers now.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
Warlock. So, you know, like the whole, it's a play on the whole, like, losing yourself to demonic magics, which is kind of a theme in Diablo universe.
The fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
Actually, let's go ahead and
Good evening.
get ourselves a mercenary.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
We'll have to get him a new weapon, but
Good evening.
yeah, cool things. I don't really want it for the damage, but just for holding and slowing them down.
Oh. You may not pass.
May not pass. Wait, I don't think I talked to Warreeve, actually. I think I just ran right past him. Sorry, Warreeve, coming back.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
Like, he's like, once I've made some trades here, and you can immediately go back west.
Greetings. I'm Mashif,
Or,
captain
yeah,
of this
west.
ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Actually, do you want to fuck with the loot filter for a sec? Is this what to ignore? How does this work? Oh, rule type show. You 2R now. I mean, a loot filter is a nice addition. I want to hide the miners now that we're the minor potions that were in Act 2. I'm still seeing keys. I'm fine still seeing scrolls and tomes. I don't need to see ammunition. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Can I... Is there... And maybe there's no way to do, like, colors for the... stuff. Okay. Like, change the colors of certain items or whatever. Now there is Blade Warp. I might want to put a point in it, actually. Because that is an interesting little, like, or a teleport mechanic. It might be cool to try out. Just a no. Wait, did I not? Oh yeah, I forgot to do the options. I don't need to see those. I mean, yeah. That's I don't see those. I can still mouse over them, but holding Alt they don't do. Find Radamant in the Radamant's lair in the Lane suits. also think that kind of sentiment is a little bit funny. You could be saying that jokingly, so I'm like not saying this is like a call out to you, Blazing Jag, or anything, but like the whole like, so Diablo and Diablo 2 kind of like were the trailblazers for ARPG back in their day, right? And arguably PoE did a lot of things better than like Diablo 3 and stuff, right? But some people have this feeling of like, Lord forbid that Diablo 2 or Blizzard try and like do something in Diablo 2 that Path of Exile has done, because they're just copying Path of Exile. It's like, but if you feel that Path of Exile improved on the formula, shouldn't you want other games to be doing things that then Path of Exile did that you feel are improvements to the genre? So like some people will literally have that opinion of like, oh, they're just copying X game. And it's like, or like that game already did it. Like, okay, but you feel like it's a good feature. Like, you should be happy then that other games are adding that feature into it when it's not a brand new game. Like, they're going back to their old games and adding the features that you wanted. Like, I don't know. Or Fate when discussing early ARPGs. Well, that's why I said, like, it's a trailblazer, right? Like, a lot of people look to Diablo, especially the original Diablo, as, like... There is a jump between Diablo and Diablo 2. Diablo 2 came out in, what, 2005, and Diablo 1 came out in 1997, so there were ARPGs that came out in between then. Certainly that did little things, right? I'm less familiar with them, but... Yeah. Yeah, you're right, 2001. It came out the same time as Sims 1, not Sims 2, sorry. I mix that up in my head sometimes. Yeah, I think Diablo 2 and The Sims 1 came out, like, the same year, if I'm not mistaken. Which was, like, 2000, 2001. Which I think it was 2000. But for some reason, my brain... I guess it's because it's Diablo 2, so my brain's like, oh, it came out the same time as Sims 2. Which, actually, I don't even remember the exact year Sims 2 came out. But, I don't know, Sims 2 had to come out... 2004? It's Madden 2000. Well, so that's your anchor is Madden. My anchor is Sims. And they didn't really when they came out originally, when they originally released it. Actually, yeah, I think it would have been Madden 2001 because Madden games were always named like for the year that football season ended, not for the year it started. Yeah, one of my anchors for The Sims 2 as well is the fact that I started college in 2005 and I had The Sims 2 at that time. I think I had Sims 2 and Sims 2 University. So I think The Sims 2 actually had to come out, like, 2004? Maybe? Unless I'm just mistaken, and it was The Sims 1. Because I had The Sims 1, and I had... Was it Bustin' Out? Or... I had one expansion pack for The Sims 1 originally. But I'm pretty sure I had The Sims 2 when I was in college. So I remember I had my laptop, I had the Sims, and I brought my Xbox with me to college, and so I had played some Madden and stuff too. Reading his manual, did indeed fanboy over. Man, the manual for Diablo 1 was a lot of fun to read. It was like back when they would put a whole bunch of lore inside of the manuals. So like you could play the game and have fun without reading the manual, but like if you wanted to understand some of the backstory and stuff, like you looked at the manual. I think the biggest game manual I had was CivNet. Which unfortunately I don't think I have the physical CD for anymore. If I do, I don't know where it is. CivNet was pretty cool because it was basically Civilization 1, but with like multiplayer added and proper Windows application instead of a DOS application. Confirm that we're in touch with them. Yeah, actually, my exposure to StarCraft was sort of similar, except I'm still in touch with the friend, but was it Diablo? No, I want to say it was StarCraft. One of my best friends from elementary school, which is kind of funny because I knew him and we went to the same elementary school for like 1 year or something like that. And then he switched schools, I think. Is it elementary school that he switched schools? But we stayed in contact. And we were friends all through elementary school, all through middle school, all through high school, even though we only like went to the same school for like 1 or 2 years. I remember going over to his place. He had StarCraft, and so I'd want to play it while I was over there, and so I'd get to play it and stuff. And then eventually I bought the game. Well, I mean, my mom bought it for me, I guess. But wait, we went to level 3. I've been yapping. I didn't even realize I missed the waypoint for level 2. I gotta go back to that. I like to collect the waypoints. Just having fun yapping and slaying demons, man. But yeah, we don't talk as much these days. But we still catch up every so often. He's married and has a couple kids now and stuff. Actually, no, not a couple, 3 kids, I want to say. Oh wait, this is floor. I'm just autopiloting, like, I gotta run all the way back to the stairs. I did that. I'm on the floor that has the waypoint. But yeah, that, just to loop back and I guess close the topic, but that idea of, like, when games do something that other games do, they're like, if it's just a feature, then it's like, oh, it's just this other game. Like, some people have that opinion as a, like, an actual opinion, and I don't get it. Night AI is malfunction. Hold on, let me write a blog post about how you are oppressing me because I am an AI.
I can't carry anymore.
Did you see when I posted that link in chat? I figured you were saying it more jokingly, Blazing Jag, but it just reminded me of it. Or of how, like... Oh, wait, I still didn't find the waypoint. Oh, it's in that little nook there. I missed that nook. Or the people that... Or there are people that will, not compare it to PoE, but they'll say, oh, PD2 already has this stuff. PD2 already has loot filters. PD2 already has, like, you know, cool extra endgame content. And it's like... And? that means Blizzard can't add similar stuff to the base game? Question mark? I mean, if you have fun with it in PD2, great. Like, nobody's saying you can't enjoy it in PD2. At least Blizzard hasn't said you can't enjoy it in PD2 yet. And Blizzard is allowing PD2 to exist. Blizzard also allows Devolution X to exist. Right? But, like... I guess when people say that sort of thing, my question is, and? Like... But again, that's not to discredit that those other games have those things. Like, if you prefer the way that... If you're saying that PD2 does it better, or PoE does it better, like, okay, you're saying something, right? And that's fine. Not like that's an oh shit moment, but it's just like, ah, my portraits went away. I can also see people saying that, like, what they've added is not worth the cost. Although the fact that they don't sell Resurrected anymore, like, standalone, they're only selling it with the Warlock stuff now. For new players, then, it's probably worth it. But I could see somebody who already owns Diablo 2 Resurrected being like, that what they've added isn't worth it. I'll wait for it to be on sale or whatever. Like, I can see that opinion. To me, it's worth it, but... I definitely don't think it should necessarily be free, either. Because again, that goes back to when we were discussing, like... I'm putting it, like, somebody had to work on this stuff, right? Like, it's on skill. That just ties back to the whole, like, cost of things discussion that we had, but... Mercenary Dad. Yeah, there are some game devs that do it, but I feel like there's a certain level of entitlement that can happen where people feel like they're entitled to eternal updates to games. And even in the Terraria situation, like, we're not entitled to those free updates. If the Terraria devs decided one day, hey, you know what? I'm adding content, but you gotta pay for it. Like, they're well within their rights to do that. But I feel like a lot of people would maybe not a lot of people, but some people would be like, you know, oh, you've been giving us updates for free for all this time, and now suddenly we have to pay for, like, you know, what you're calling a DLC or an expansion pack or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, and Blizzard has done free updates to Diablo 2 Resurrected, like patches, right? Like, they've added content. They added terror zones. That is content, right? That was added for free. So it is a tough topic. I don't know. I don't know where the real right balance is for that sort of thing.
I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Herodic runes it bears. The Herodic mages, after binding Bale within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm.
Well, D2R is more like a separate game to an extent.
Power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Herodic.
Because it's not like if you have Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction installed, and then you purchase and install, or you install D2R as an upgrade to Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, and now you can't access Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction anymore, right? It's its own separate thing.
Then you may enter Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
So I don't look at the jump of Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction to D2R as just like a flat, sort of like new patch type of thing. I look at it as it's a separate game. I mean, that would be like saying, well, I owned Silent Hill 2 on the PlayStation 2, so I should get the Silent Hill 2 remake on PC for absolutely free. Like, and you can't even argue, well, there's, that's different console, or, if we go from console to PC or whatever. There is a Silent Hill 2 on PC. So let's say you own the old Silent Hill 2 PC version. Are you entitled to Silent Hill 2, the remake, for free? Like, do you consider buying the Silent Hill 2 remake as at your upgrade to the PC version that you have to pay for? Or is it a completely separate game? Saying the money they made from D2R helped fund those minor updates? Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, yeah, like, they're not, it's not open source, free open source software. Awesome project, right? Which I learned from reading those, the bot PR request drama. See, I didn't need strength if we're gonna use that axe. 49 right now. We'll pump our strength a little bit more. Yeah, I could see the argument that maybe it should be a little bit cheaper, but I would argue, Angry Bobs, that instead of this update being $10 to $15, we should probably just be all getting paid like $10 to $15 more an hour in general, on top of whatever we're getting paid right now. Like, if everybody's wages were increased in the way that they should be, then this being $25 would feel better, right? It ties back into that conversation as well, where wages have been suppressed so much. At least this is within the United States, right? That I'm kind of talking about the United States in general. Like, wages have been suppressed so much that it's just like something the cost of video games and developers wanting to charge more for video games. It makes sense because of inflation and all that stuff. I'm talking about this a little bit fast because we talked about it earlier as well. Thank you, Quasi Figo, for the one. Actually, wait, what would that be? That would be what? 3 or an 8. Wait. My binary reading. I don't read binary very quickly. So that would be 1 plus 2 plus 8, which is going to be 11? For the 11 biddies? I know it's actually 1,011. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Appreciate the biddies. Thank you. Yeah, I'm talking about that kind of fast because I talked about it earlier. But yeah, it does feel like, I feel like the video game prices should not be the same as they were back in the days of the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. But at the same time, wages have stayed basically the same. So they're kind of stuck on that. It probably will go on sale at some point. I have a Like in my StarCraft circle, there are folks that also play Diablo 2, and there's a good number of them that are saying they're waiting for it to go on sale. And I get that, especially like with everything that's going on right now, like money is tight for a lot of people. And so I think that's a fair and a smart thing way to look at it. There were 16, so I can get this. I think next I'm going to put one into Echoing Strikes that I can get Bleed Warp, and we can try that out a little bit. I'm kind of curious how that works. There's also, I should probably put a point into Deathmark, but we have a ranged guy, so I would just be using our Tainted as like a tank for a moment. I think Rhonda's air frying some pizza logs, and it smells so good. Oh, it's like almost lunchtime. No wonder I'm hungry. You know, I did have a late breakfast, obviously, because while we've been playing, I was eating those Pop-Tarts. That was my breakfast, but, like, smelling the pizza logs is making me hungry. Oh, wait, you're not making pizza logs? Oh. Oh, okay. She's eating a leftover pizza from yesterday.
Welcome to my shop.
Sell that. We got, basically a buffalo chicken pizza yesterday from a local place. Blazing Jag says hello. She's in the kitchen right now. She's the owner of the night cat. I can drop out some of these YouTubes too.
How may I help you?
Do you have anything good for sale? Oh wait, we can wear... Oh no, we can't wear that yet. We still need one more level. I don't think we found a single unique item yet. That's kind of... Yeah, we need to bring our mercenary back alive. Do that real quick. We can shop for a weapon from him.
Who goes there?
Oh, a good fur coat. Gotcha. Oh wait, I did give you a weapon. Ooh. That is kind of nice, though. I'm gonna just hold on to that temporarily. So maybe we can put a stealth on the mercenary as well or something. Like if we get the runes. We have 2 tiles, all we need is an F.
I can't do that here.
Greetings.
Honestly, and lightning resist? Sure. It's a little happy dance because you have the pizza now. Our desks are next to each other and she came over and did like a little wiggle while she was putting the pizza down. Do a new game so we can do a Countess run. What's into the desert we go? Yep, let's do telekinesis. That could sell for something. I think we need to upgrade our damage, so that axe that we've got in the stash will be helpful. I think the +1 mana after each kill from this axe is kind of not making up for the lack of damage. I mean, we still do like 20 to 44, which is like not bad, but that kind of looks like, just when running around, it's looking like a town portal scroll to me. Stony 2. I found it, so I'll go through it. Oh, rip. A mercenary. Painted stone. An ass though. It's Diablo resurrected. Secret they didn't announce. Hey, I'm the OEG.
I can't carry anymore.
Secret cow level, except it's secret Diablo game.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, extra strong and cold enchanted. Oh, no wonder that dude hurt.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
You cast her out and you want to never worry about potting ever again. Hex Siphon. Yeah, that's the one that, you gain stuff from, like, the enemies that you kill, right?
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
It's mana per kill on your weapons and life per kill? Yeah. It's, they're just kind of... That's just where they ended up in my inventory when I bought them way back in Act 1, and I've just left them there. I've just been leaving my inventory messy. Wait, did I miss? No, I didn't miss it. Did I? Wait, what? Oh, it was right at the start. Oh, jeez. Hey, a bunch of potions for me.
I am overburdened.
Oh, wait, shit. One potion. Well, alright. Randy died for nothing. I imagine that, the Siphon Hex is probably best for casters, not even just due to its effect, but you don't have to actually strike with your weapon to trigger it. I don't think. Or is it, under Eldritch here? Yeah, Hex Siphon. Because it's just plus mana after kill. You don't have to actually be killing with the weapon. I think for what I'm building for right now, the Hexbane is probably the better one for me to use. Because I'm actually dealing my damage with my weapon. And Hexbane helps to deal more damage and hit enemies a little easier. What up? There should be stairs around here. For authority. Some people already done the data diving needed to find the new room words.
I am overburdened.
I'll show her how.
I am overburdened.
A chance that 90%. Okay. Pretty good. Alright, so it's not down here. Unless it's like in a center or something weird. It just didn't quite get on my minimap. Chance to cast Miasma Chain on striking. 2% chance to cast Psychic Shield when struck. Plus 2 Warlock skills. Plus 20% faster hit recovery. 1% enhanced damage. Likely rolls between X and Y. Fire resist and requirements minus 15%. That's kind of cool.
I am overburdened.
Oh, nice. We got jumped by 2 embalmed. Or decayed, rather. Behind us while there's these hollowed ones here. Hollow ones. Can I get behind him? Can't really. Trying to get my cleave to hit the other things too. There we go. Sir, you can pick up that stamina potion. Thank you.
I can't carry any more.
Sir, you can drink that stamina potion. Thank you. Actually, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that part of it is kind of meh. I mean, that should also work with, like, a bow. So, like, you could do a ranged weapon with it, probably.
Stay a while and listen.
Greetings.
Restoration, yep. It might be. I forget what the mercenary has. That might be okay on them. That is also half restoration, but you have that on the boots now.
Good day.
Second. I'm actually wondering, is it better to pump the masteries than the actual summon itself? The master doesn't pump the defense of the monster, though. So... quite possibly. Like, the thing that kind of made me go, oh man, why'd I want to try out the Tainted instead of the Goatman, is that consuming the Goatman gives us critical strike, or critical blow, or crushing blow. Crushing blow, that's what it's fucking called. Crushing blow chance. So, like, that actually seems kind of good for, like, a melee build. So maybe I should have gone for Goatman instead of Tainted. But I started the Tainted process, so we're gonna do that. We get respecs, so we can always respec if we need to. I do want to put a point into Echoing Strike, though. I'm kind of curious about Mirrored Blades. But that doesn't get synergies from anything. And I don't know if it synergizes with anything. I guess Blade Warp. I mean, we also get... I mean, I have a respec at Akara right now, sitting there if I wanted to. I could also respec... You know, you get 3 respecs as part of the game anyway, so... But, like, this build is working pretty well, but yeah, I think Goatmen... Like, while I'm... prior to level 30, maybe Tainted is good. But then when you hit level 30 and you can get consumed, then maybe switch to Goatman because then you can get Crushing Blow. Actually, I don't know if enable respec is a thing offline. I'd actually never heard of that, but if you're able to just respec offline, that's kind of cool. Blood Boil does go with the Summon Tainted, but I don't know if I really want to pump that. Yeah, I think I want to put a point in that to give that a try. But I also want Psychic Ward, because I'm pumping Cleave and Levitation Mastery, so that's going to absorb a lot of damage. But Blade Warp just seems like it would be, even a single point in it would be kind of useful to close in on enemies real quick. Although I wonder too if you can teleport, like, because it says it teleports you to its impacts. If it impacts a wall, does it teleport you to the wall? Kind of curious about that. But I don't think I want to do Mirrored Blades because that doesn't get pumped by anything. Like, there's no synergy for it. Actually, wait a second. Wait. Is this a first? Hex Siphon has a synergy that's on a different tree. I can't think of that being an instance for any other class. Oh, okay, Fire Claws. Okay. I don't think I've ever used Fire Claws. So I never noticed that. Okay. What's it doing? Yeah, I need Fire. I don't know why I grabbed that. Plus melee skill synergies? Oh, okay. I don't think I ever really noticed that. Because, like, probably 95% of synergies are on the same tree. Second. Yeah, this is better.
I'll put that to good use.
The poison off you faster. I didn't actually. I had a skill point still to spend. What's that? I didn't actually spend this. I wanna do a point and blade warp to check it out, see if it's useful for this build. Yeah. Grab the 3 quick. I feel like that's probably still not gonna sell for a lot, but oh, pass item, but I'll carry it.
I am overburdened.
I have a crappy charm. I'll carry it for right now.
I am overburdened.
Spirit Shrine! He shit to kill. Let's put that sigil.
I can't carry anymore.
Famous. Echoing Strike does not proc. Oh, okay. Which one was Echoing Strike again? Oh, okay. I didn't actually try. Interesting. A little. Yeah, that does seem like it would work like late century. It also does not I'm at 408. I'm only getting like 90. Really, my chance to hit is about the same right now. Both cleave and going strike, but I kind of like cleave. I mean, why would it be a weapon attack when it's an echo weapon? Get it? Oh, something with fanaticism. Jolene, stay alive! Andy! This is a dangerous route. I'm not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with me. They like really went in on the purple color, or they really went all in with the color purple for a lot of the design of the Warlock. Guys, can we please kill this mummy sarcophagus? Oh, did I get super poisoned or something? Why am I taking so much damage right now from poison? Can I be unpoisoned, please? Yes? Yes? No. I just got hit with critical poison. This is just our life now.
Good evening.
There's nothing the right poison can't cure.
Guess at least it happened to us and not the mercenary. Just buy him a Um,
I'll put that to good use.
Welcome to the Desert Rain.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do.
find Tal Rasha's tomb, everybody. Psychic ward. So with my... I don't. Yeah, ADF. What's that? I don't. I can do that. It's like a little bubble around him. So poison damage still goes through. Around miasma chain. Why would you build around miasma chain with psychic ward? Oh, on the armor. Crap, we just wrecked that guy.
Impossible.
quite a treasure there in that Horodric cube. According to Horodric lore, the cube can restore a Horodric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the cube opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power. You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other alchemical uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword. You may also transmute 2 quivers of crossbow bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of arrows yield 1 quiver of bolts. I must leave it to you to discover other formulae. Good day.
Pretty decent ring. I mean, we're not a caster, but still the +1 mana after each kill. It's nice. Replaces what we had on that old axe. And if we do switch to being a caster at some point, will also be nice there.
Good day.
Approach and let's trade.
What you need?
Alright, I think we're gonna take a little break because I need to eat some food. So maybe we'll do, like, depending on how long they are, 1 or 2 Diablo AI runs. I'll eat some pizza. The leftover pizza from yesterday. So I will be right back.